I wanted to be a nuclear scientist. This is a crazy thing because I want to make bombs actually. So when I was small, you don't know what to do.
So if you ever had the opportunity with your old bandmates, maybe would you like ditch the teaching and go back to your band and do that all over again?
That's actually it's a tough question. That's like the hardest question I ever got in my life.
That's the point.
I have a lot of stories, but there's this one story I heard, and I think Abdul, you should explain it best. I want to know your jail story from class into jail.
So I go with your best. That's the best. No, but other batches actually the batches after you all.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Abdul and you are here with the boys. We have Jason Holangama and Shavi in the Bandaranaika. We straight up came back with a very, very special guest. Jason, would you like to introduce the man?
So yeah, we are back and better than ever before, as Abdul said. So let me introduce the man himself. He's a chemical genius by day and headbanging guitarist by night. Intelligent, humble, and crazy cool are just a few words to describe this man. Without further ado, let me introduce the chemical guru,
Yeah.
the death metal wish,
That's how you come in.
Jonathan Shehan.
Hi guys.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast, sir.
No, but before anything, happy belated birthday. You have.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
think
you very
I think you're still under 30.
Yeah.
So you're still one of us.
Hard to tell
It's
these
a-
days, no?
It's a big secret.
He has to keep up the image, that young teacher image.
Yeah, that
No, speaking of teaching, Jason said that you're proper chemistry genius, and I think even if we look at last year's results, we can kind of see that you've gotten 54 A stars and A's, which is not a joke. But it started off pretty small, if I remember right. But what made you choose that career though?
Teaching.
Teaching.
I think it's a big story because I never thought I'll become a chemistry teacher. My plan was to become a scientist because from maybe grade 9, I think I wanted to do chemistry somehow. I'm a bit stubborn kid also, so my parents of course didn't like me, choosing chemistry to do my degree. So after A levels, I wanted to do my chemistry degree. Then I joined there because there only all these things happen. Because when I joined ICAM is my university, Institute of Chemistry Law.
Yeah.
So when I joined there, so I got a chance to teach the students. In the same batch we teach each other. So with that, then after the degree, I was selected as a teaching assistant there. Then only I felt like I can teach, but this happened actually accidentally. It's a big story, long story.
No, we have time. Go ahead.
Yeah, so at the institute, I was actually teaching doing the demonstrations and teaching some parts, So then the students were they wanted me to do some revisions. We usually before the exam, we go and help the students with their request.
Yeah.
So they were they thought I can teach really well. That's what they thought. I didn't know. But in the lab I teach stuff. I go to them and explain them why we have this, why we don't have that. So I always go and discuss with them without sitting and waiting during lab sessions.
Yeah.
So then they actually realized I can teach. So they invited me, and then I did long sessions. Sometimes one subject I covered. So that actually gave me like good experience. So one day, like I went to do this tutorial session. There were like 100 kids, 100 students. I didn't expect that. I thought it's going to be like 10 students or something. So, but I had the confidence, like, when you see a big crowd, sometimes you lose your confidence, but I was like ready. And, I think I got this from my family because my father is anyway, he's a lecturer. So, my father's sister is a teacher. So my grandparents are teachers. Then only I realized like everything, it makes sense now because if you look at my family, everyone is teaching something. My brother, now he's teaching at Nitya, and my mother is a Montessori teacher. So it's like, it came from
Runs in the
genes.
blood.
It's clear
Yeah.
in the blood.
But I never thought of it. Like, to become a teacher, I never thought of it. So anyway, at ICAM, even though like I was teaching, I didn't want to become a teacher. My dream was to become a scientist. I had this crazy idea when I started O-level. I wanted to be a nuclear scientist. This is a crazy thing because I want to make bombs actually. So when I was small, I don't know what then, so it started with that actually. That's how I selected chemistry. So then after the degree, I wanted to apply for my PhD. Then only everything changed. So when I applied for my PhD, so I actually almost got it. My professor liked me. I mean, like the research I've done, my research and everything. But for some reason, at the last moment, things changed and I didn't get it. I didn't get the full scholarship. So anyway, I'm not from a very rich family, so I can't afford that kind of fee. So anyway, then so I got really upset because I thought like everything is now done. So I have to do something else and stuff. Then so after that, I was teaching at ICAM. That was because I was like a bit depressed. So my best friend, he saw like I was like upset. I'm not doing anything and stuff. So he wanted me to start a job somehow. So I applied to this charity organization. I was actually I was in policy department. I don't know anything about policy. So it's something totally different, right?
Yeah.
Chemistry, right? So then, but I could catch up work. My manager actually she liked me a lot. The way I worked, he was actually at every team meetings he's talking about me. And I thought it's actually kind of weird because I just joined. The other team members are also there. So I thought it's a bit too much. But anyway, she liked the way I work, so she appreciated that. So then while I was actually working there, but the salary is not that good and I'm not doing something related to chemistry. So I knew that this is not my thing. Anyway, I have to do something. So then only everything happened after a while. I got a call from Shehan. So he's the one who called me.
That's
do,
where we come.
He called me and asked me if I can do this group class. There are 6 students. He said initially I think it was like 5, maybe I can't remember the exact number, but anyway we had 6 in the team. So then I started with them. You guys were there.
Them as in us.
That's how
Yeah, and so then I started with y'all. Then Himat and then called me. So from 6 it became 10. Then I thought that this is the time I should leave my job because I need to make the cues. I need to focus on the exam now because it was a big task. It was a big challenge actually to cover the syllabus within like I think we had about 8 months or 6 months to cover the whole syllabus, right? Yeah. But anyway, like the thing was, I was a bit lucky, I think, because the group was like really smart. So I had to just, push you all towards, and take out your talent because most of you all didn't like chemistry, right?
Yeah,
But
I still remember like during that time when I was thinking about chemistry, it was such a bad subject for me. In school, I didn't do anything. I couldn't understand anything the teacher used to teach me at school. And then, in like a short period of time, you taught us. I think one of your best qualities is that you like to treat your students as friends. And I think that helps the students learn better. You feel more comfortable in that student environment and whatnot?
Yeah, actually, most of the students they tell me that because I'm more of like a friend to them. I talk about the personal things. Also, I talk with them, like they are, if they need some advice, and so we like go and eat. We go to Domino's, we order pizza. It's like we are having fun actually in the class. So not only learning, because I'm also like not old, right? Don't ask me my.
No, we'll go with how old you look, and you look very young, so we'll go with that.
Whenever someone asks me like how old I am, I ask them how old do you think I am? So then they were like, you're like 25? I'm like, yeah, exactly.
That's good.
It doesn't mean I'm not 25 or I'm 25, but
I agree with
like,
you.
But like between all of this, like when did you become a guitarist? Like you were in the teaching game on and off, but what about the musician scene?
Yeah, that actually again, my father he used to play guitar. He is also a guitarist, but he plays in the church. Okay, so my mother, like one day, like I didn't know my mother can play. So one day she was playing. Okay, I never knew so, but still I was not playing guitar at that time. My elder brother, he plays. My younger brother also plays. Then after a while, I think in grade 9. So grade 9, I wanted to play guitar. Then I got addicted to it. When I get addicted, I spend a lot of time in doing that. Like especially, so I practice like all day. Like maybe like 8 hours. I just play stuff and I research on the guitar because I didn't go for a teacher. I looked at little videos and some books and stuff.
Wait, so you learned
by
on your own?
myself.
By yourself?
Actually, yeah. I did a lot of research. Even chemistry is like that. Most of the things I learned it by myself. I search it on internet and learn. That's I always ask a lot of questions. When it comes to science or music, I want to know how exactly that this is going to happen and stuff. So guitar, I learned it by myself. Then we started a small band. So that actually came to a good level. We played for competitions, we played for gigs. Of course, the thing was, those days metal was, really famous.
Metal was really popular. Right?
Yeah, very popular. And we had like really good bands, and there was good competition between us, and then that helped to improve ourselves also. I used to practice like 5 hours per day. So I was in it like properly.
Yeah.
Then only thing was, earning from music was not very clear. I was also not sure because none of the gigs we play, we got we didn't actually get any money. We just went and played. So I think only from 2 gigs we got some money, but for practice we spent more. So it's like more of a loss. But because it was our passion, we actually made a lot of songs. And when we played, I know everyone in the band, they wanted to play a song that we created, not a cover or anything. So originality we want to maintain. So actually that's something I like, making solos, making melodies. I made like a lot of melodies those days. When I'm going in the bus, I get a melody. So I go home and play that and send it to my vocalist. So we could get together and make music. Then after a while, we disbanded. So that's when it actually stopped. So then I didn't have we had good chemistry between us, each member. So I didn't want to join any other band. A lot of people invited me, but I the band I played, Ethereal. So the music we made and everything, it was like our own thing. Originality was there. So I didn't want to join any band and cover songs and stuff. And also nowadays bands are doing really good because they get a chance to play at different pubs, and now it's actually going well. But at those days, or during those days, we didn't have good opportunity. Money was a problem. When you become like 23, you need money, right? You can't go out with your girlfriend, your friend, Anyway, like the amount of money we get from a normal job, like at first it's not actually really enough, but I manage somehow to do everything.
Yeah.
Was this
So
in relation to like teaching? This was before you started teaching properly, or was this like in
yeah,
between?
this was before I started teaching. So when I got into teaching, the band was not there. We I think disbanded during, I can't remember actually, but that's before I started teaching.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, 2000, just before I started teaching, I think this happened.
Oh, sure.
So
Okay.
I
we
feel
had
like
actually,
I feel like the problem in being in like metal bands now, the problem is metal as a genre, it's sort of dying, like rock and alternative rock metal. You don't hear
that's why.
many popular songs right now, or many popular artists. Because you and I both know,
Exactly.
we love rock and we love metal.
Yeah.
But it's
True,
always the
that's
same
right.
old, the same old top bands, Metallica, Slipknot,
Exactly. We don't listen to anything new, and there's
nothing.
so much
Yeah,
bad. Yeah. And the thing is, if now, like when you go to Colomba, like a lot of bands are playing, and those bands used to play metal. When you
okay,
play metal, you can improve a lot. Your technique, your speed, everything. Then
yeah,
if you have, that's an advantage, because if you have played metal, you can easily play the other songs. And that actually, I think, helps everyone now. When I go to pub, I
yeah.
feel like a lot of band, I know everyone because they used to play in a metal band. So I think I'm not in the industry because teaching is a very stressful. Stressful means you don't have enough time. When it comes
Yeah.
to close to exam, you get like really busy. I don't talk to my mother or father because I don't have time during those times. So anyway, to play in a band, I think I can't actually because I don't have time to practice. So like 4 hours
I mean,
actually.
So
if it's your passion, it's best to keep it alive. Certain things like that, that's what keeps you going. Because I know your life is very stressful, especially with teaching and everything going on.
Yeah, I'm truly blessed to find the career that I really love and I'm passionate about, because even though this is very stressful, I'm really happy inside because like whenever I finish a class, even I'm like I do like 3 classes at a stretch sometimes, but
Yeah.
after the class, the energy I get, that's what keeps me going actually. So I'm doing something I like actually, and I don't have a boss. I'm the boss. So actually, I feel like I'm actually very blessed because it's really, hard to find the thing you like and to earn from that. I like playing guitar, but it's hard to earn from playing guitar. But I started teaching, and it's something I really like now. Like that's my students are like the thing in my life, the main thing that I always focus. So it's actually stressful, but gives me a lot of happiness.
I think everything is stressful, when you think about it, when you try to properly do it. But the point is that you enjoy that, not really enjoy that stress, but you're capable of dealing with the stress. If it's something you're not really enjoying, then you're going to be frustrated super easily. And like even when we were under you,
Mhm.
we never really felt like you got frustrated, like because we had some dumb instances and we had some questions and stuff, but then you always managed to explain it I think the most important part was that you managed to explain it in a relatable way, with all these like girlfriends leaving someone and all that, like with carbon atoms and all that. That really helped it stick in all of our minds.
I have known you only for like a short period of time compared to Shavi and Abdul. But after
Yeah.
listening to you for all this time, like I understand that you enjoy playing guitar as well, and also you were in a few bands and stuff, and you also really like chemistry and the teaching part. So if you
Yeah.
ever had the opportunity, maybe sometime down the line, and like some maybe a big brand comes along and offers you a job, like with your old bandmates, maybe would you like ditch the teaching and go back to your band and do that all over again?
Bit of a tough question.
That's actually really it's a tough question. Okay, so when it comes to music, I actually really love music and creating new music melodies. That's something I really like. Both the things are actually really it's really hard to actually select because I love both the things. So if I get a chance, I don't know how I'm going to select it actually. That's like the hardest question I ever got in my life.
That's the point. I think what they say is like to flip a coin and obviously choose heads or tails or whatever, and then you should check which one you are hoping for at that moment.
Yeah.
That's the one that you should go with.
Yes. That's one of the hardest questions to answer actually.
Yeah. So I don't know. After speaking with being close friends with Abdul and Shavi for this long, I've heard a lot of stories. But there's this one story in specific that I heard, and I think Abdul, you should explain it best. I want to know your jail story from class in the jail.
You weren't supposed to.
God damn. You had to bring it up. No, what happened was during all of our classes, or most of our classes, I remember so he used to always ask tough question. Maybe at the end of the class or during the class, and he'll keep saying he has a surprise gift, or so it's a surprise question. Or
Yeah,
gift question.
holy fuck.
He keeps calling these, I think, gift questions. That's what he used to call them.
Gift question. I still use that.
Yeah, he used to try to motivate us to answer those questions by saying you give a gift. And you did this for a while, and every time you said it, we still believed you, and we kept this thing. Then afterwards, like towards the end, I remember he actually decided to give us some cash as a prize. I think after a year or something like that, and he gave me some amount of cash.
10,000.
I remember. Yeah, he gave me 10K. I can't believe it was at that time. It was like felt like a huge sum of money. It was a massive amount for nothing, also basically. And we had a class at 3 a.m. 2 a.m. was it, Shavi?
Yeah,
I think around
Tavis's house, no?
I can't even believe we had class that late. Doesn't even make sense, but we had class at 2 a.m. And then after we finished this class, I think just get the money. And then I'm so hyped up, I'm so excited. And then we tell the guys, and let's go to Pilau's and have something to eat, grab some food. And we're heading to Pilau's.
That day I didn't come with you because I went to one of my friend's place for a party.
No, exactly.
I think what happened was we were supposed to go until 6, but then at around 2 or something we got tired. Like all of us got really tired. It was super late, and then you decided, guys, let's call it a night, and then you headed off, and we were bored at Tavis's, so we decided to head to Goa's.
We left. We were heading to Pilau's. I think that was the last thing I remember. I don't know if we ate or I don't think we ate that night. We were heading to Pilau's. Someone we passed this junction. Shall we know the name was junction because I forget.
It's Kollupidi Junction.
Kollupidi Junction. Yeah. So we passed through there, and it's like 2, maybe 3 a.m. And I see glass doors. Okay, these doors that open like this. Okay. And now I'm super pumped. I got a lot of cash. I feel the energy. It's 3 a.m. I told a friend of ours. I told Siat. I'm like, bro, would you like to see something? And in my head, I think I saw like a small chain around the doors. So in my head, I thought, if I kick it right in the middle, it'll open up. Gracefully open up. And I told Siat, watch this. I didn't tell him what I'm going to do. And I straight up, when I kicked the door right in the middle, and it shattered, bro. It was so loud. This glass door shattered so loud, and then we literally ran. We were running, bro. That night we ran, and then we crossed the road. Okay? We crossed the road, and then there's a cop standing by the side, and he stops us. Now, and the cop just got information that, some place got broken into or something like that. And he thought we were thieves because I was wearing a cap. I'm always wearing a cap. I was wearing a cap that day, and I think I was wearing all black. We all had backpacks. It looked like we had stolen something. Straight up they stopped us. They took us to the nearest station. They questioned us for hours. My Sinhala is terrible, so I couldn't answer half the questions.
Yeah.
And then Shavi's parents, I think, bailed us out in the morning. Shavi's
No,
parents.
so what happened was
Yeah.
go ahead, sir.
Yes. Then so I think Abdul has sent me a message. Sir, can you do something? But the thing was like I didn't have the phone with me because I went for a party. What happens at parties?
Yeah.
You start drinking and then. So I think my battery was dead. So I went home. Then I switched my phone on, and then I got these messages. So I was like, these guys are trying to prank me or something. So I was like, is it true or is it like something you guys try to prank me and it failed? Then only Abdul was like, he explained the whole thing. I was like, what? And I was a bit scared because it was after my class, right? So it's like my first batch, like it's close to exam also. So I thought like parents might get angry because I have the responsibility, until we all leave home. So anyway, I think nothing like none of the parents actually complained. They were like, they didn't call me at all. So I think that's actually good because I didn't know like where y'all are going actually.
No, we didn't even tell you we were heading out. You didn't even know.
Yeah.
You didn't even know.
Yeah, anyway, students and the parents I met, like they are actually really good. I never got a complaint. Students like they like really love me. That's the main thing, So I really like it because like even if I need some help, so my students are there actually. Like the parents also, like they love me and they tell me, they send me messages actually. So that now the students, my son likes chemistry because of you, the way you teach, and like I get a lot of comments like that. So when I get those comments, it's like really motivating. That's something like you can't get from any other job, I think, because these comments, like you don't know like how talented you are until someone actually tells you, right? So I think that's actually really good because some students I have like I think even y'all got like 40 something for term test, and for A-level you get like A star in it. So that's the happiness actually. I had students like that. So I told them like, okay, sometimes before the exam, you have the mock exam in school, but still you can't get really good marks for that also because we are still doing the completing the syllabus.
Exactly,
Because a lot of classes I started very close to exam. I had challenges, big challenge, because every time for like most of the batches, I had to complete the syllabus within a small amount of time. So I actually somehow did it well. I think I did it well because students got like A stars, A's like after getting like 40s, sometimes 60s. So they improved a lot. That's actually that is why I got like a lot of students now, because students, when they tell their parents, my chemistry teacher is really good, and talk about me, then the parents go and tell other parents. That's how I think I got like really good crowd. So it's actually now big classes, not like the small classes. I actually like the small classes because in that way we actually discuss like personal things also. Like we actually know a lot about us. I think we became like good friends. Like when I achieved something in life, I remember y'all. I call y'all, I send a message, and
you
tell them
message on the group or something.
I always feel like if I'm in a certain place because of my students, like especially you guys, because I started with y'all, my whole life changed actually. Now I'm really proud because I can do things for my parents. That's what I wanted actually. We are not from a like really rich family, and so my parents gave me the things I actually wanted, and my degree was, I think, 4 lakhs. I think that's very cheap.
We have a very important question next as a final question.
Okay.
So which was the best batch you taught?
Oh my God.
On
Now
the
after
air.
this video, whenever I put a picture, this is the best batch and stuff, I get messages from the other batches. So,
Yeah, obviously, no.
what about us? But anyway, the first batch is the best batch because uh, I'm not, not saying that others are not the best. Uh, First batch is a special batch. I always remember the first batch. I remember the other batches also. But this actually it happens naturally. As I said, like whenever I achieve something, whenever I complete some task, I remember this is the batch took me to this level because if I didn't meet y'all, I don't know what I would do in life. Then I will be doing something different. So when I achieve things in life, whenever I achieve something, I remember, okay, I should tell them like I got this, I completed this. So because you guys actually changed my whole life now. Otherwise, with y'all I started. So I know we had a good set of students. I'm not talking about the results, but I always believe like each of my students they had some kind of a talent. So I personally told them at times, maybe chemistry is not your thing sometimes, but you're talented in this way. I think I've told like each and everyone. So and also the relationship we had is like really really good. I was yeah, and and all of you all treated me really well. I never had a bad incident. It was a good few months, I think 9 months, and it's very memorable. I always remember, and I always, and also like whenever you all come down to Sri Lanka, you always call me, and we want to meet up, and that's actually I feel very special because that doesn't happen usually, right? So students remember me. That's something special for me actually. Whenever we meet, it's like
It's like
we enjoy a lot, right? I think that's something I don't know whether with a teacher, whether students can actually go out and eat and talk about life. But with me, you guys actually talk about everything. So and also I can tell you all my personal things also. And there was no incident, bad incident happened to me. And this is a memorable batch actually. So I go with your batch as the best. Now, but other batches actually the batches after you all. I had somehow
shape it up.
Well, credit, no, because I feel like if it wasn't us, it would have been a different set of people that have found you because you're the one with all the talent and you completely deserve what you achieved. At least, I think
Definitely.
we can all agree with that. So it's mostly your hard work. We were just the lucky ones to find you first.
Actually, in life, I think you need to you get opportunities sometimes. So if you grab it and properly commit for that, that's what I think important. Now, some people think, okay, start you like if I do a class, then I can get a lot of students and then I can be rich. But that's not the thing. How I started was like small amount of students and the time I spent. Like I do classes at 4:30 in the morning. So I committed like that. So nothing happened, within one day. Everything, I actually committed a lot. Spending a lot of time. Once I remember, I go in the tube and it was like really sunny, and I go from one class to the other class. I got a rash because it's like hectic, and then I got a rash. So it was that hectic, I don't have time to go home and change and come back. I have to, do a class again until like 12. Sometimes I don't get to eat. So it's quite a lot of commitment actually. So even for you all, my advice is if you feel like you have a talent in a certain area, I think that's the area you should select because you're going to be automatically passionate about it and then you're going to do well. So with compared to others, you will do well in that area. And also then you get some, some kind of an opportunity at a certain time in your life, and if you grab it and commit properly, then I think that's when you become really successful. Everyone actually, I think, like even in your batch, I see a lot of talent. I think I told you too. Like I talked to Abdul. I think I told. I still remember I told Shavi, because this I understood when I had this NMR exam. I think you got 99. Abdul got also 99. So then I came and told Shavi, you should select something related to science, because your thinking is really good. I don't know whether in exams you will do well or not, but
I didn't.
Yeah, but so you did, in my exam you did well. So, but because I realized that's the talent you had. So everyone has a talent, in certain areas. I told Melvin like you are supposed to become a CEO or something, because he has an ability to talk really well. So I always tell him like that's your talent. You can talk to people and you can maintain good relationship with people. So he actually talks about business with me. I actually asked for advice from him for my business as well. So when I do stuff, when I want to start a business or something, I talk to him actually. So I think so everyone is talented. So I think everyone is blessed with some kind of talent.
Yeah, but I think overall you're a very inspiring person. You have a very humble story, and even the way you interact with everyone is something that I want to live by. You're very friendly. You treat everyone like family, and that's something I love. And you've been an amazing guest. Thank you so much for joining us. We're trying to make our podcast rise a little bit, trying to get some bigger guests, and you're our biggest guest so far. And thank you so much for joining.
Yeah,
thanks for taking the time.
Yes. Thank you for inviting me actually.
No, you deserve the platform as well, and for people to know your story, because not a lot of people get to hear the backstage stuff. So yeah, we want to bring a spotlight to that.
I'm the first to hear it. Front row seat.
I actually watch your videos. You guys are doing a really good job. Like, I really like the intro, the music. I really love the intro. Like, really, it's superb actually. And even the artwork and everything, it looks really, professional. And I think you guys are doing a really good job. I think because it's something that you guys are enjoying and doing. So that's actually very important. And I wish you all good luck. I think you guys now just started. I think you will definitely do well. Wish you all good luck. And
thank you so much.
You have my blessings with you.
Means a lot coming from you.
But yeah, this is the end of another episode. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.